Hello there, my name is Dante Small and I'm a Zoom Developer Advocate. In this video, we will cover how to integrate a Zoom Team chatbot into an existing Zoom app. In this demo, we will cover enabling a Zoom Team chatbot app in a general Zoom Marketplace app, installing the Zoom app in a chatbot, requesting a Zoom Team chatbot ASICs token, and using that ASICs token to send a message to a Zoom Team chatbot application. Before jumping to the demo, let's cover what are Zoom apps. Zoom apps are integrations of third-party apps into the Zoom client. With the Zoom apps JavaScript SDK, you can bring third-party apps into the Zoom workplace collaboration experience. This means you can surface your Zoom app throughout the entire Zoom client, including in a Zoom meeting, team chat, and many more Zoom products. And with a published Zoom Marketplace Zoom app, users can add and use your app throughout and within the entire Zoom AI collaboration platform. Now that we understand what Zoom apps JavaScript SDK is, let's cover what are Zoom chatbot apps. Chatbots are applications within the Zoom team chat that leverage Zoom APIs and webhooks. It uses the Zoom Team Chatbot framework, which enables you to build interactive chat applications and surface your app through modules in the Zoom Team Chat environment. Zoom Team Chat also features / commands for direct user actions and third-party API integrations, supporting both synchronous and asynchronous communication for various automation tasks. Now, let's head on over to the Zoom Marketplace and add a chatbot to an existing general Marketplace app. Now I'm already logged in to the Zoom Marketplace, so let's first review the current configuration of our Marketplace app. So, we're on the basic information page, which contains the client ID and secret for this app. It is always recommended to keep these credentials secure and safe. I'm only showing you mine for demonstration purposes and will delete them after this demo. On this page, at the bottom, we already have added the OAuth redirect URL. This is the API route we set up in the sample application to handle the code exchange after the user has authorized this app. Let's check out the Surface Marketplace feature page. Now, on the features page, we have already selected the products we want the Zoom app and chatbots to work in. And we've already added the home URL for the Zoom app. This URL is also available in an external browser. The next thing we want to do is scroll down to the Team Chat subscription section and click the toggle to enable the chatbot. So this is the Team Chat subscription section, and we just want to click this toggle. Once that toggle is clicked, the chatbot is enabled, and then the next thing you want to do is add your bot endpoint URL. So this will be the endpoint you set up that receives webhooks events. This is a post route. After that, you go ahead and save. And now the next thing we want to do is head on over to our scopes page. And we want to go ahead and enable the following scopes. Right now, we just want to enable the IM Chat user app. And we want to enable the following team chat scopes. We also want to go ahead and enable the user read scopes, and by default you should get the Zoom app scope. And with those scopes enabled, we are ready to install the Zoom app. Before installing the app, we first need to get the Marketplace app credentials that we need to add to our .env file. So let's head on over to the basic information page. On the basic information page in the app credentials section, you'll find your client ID and your client secret. So you just want to simply copy your client ID and you want to head on over to your .env file. For demonstration purposes, I'm showing you the .env example and not the .local in effort not to expose any credentials I don't want to be seen, but you should be adding your credentials to your .env local file. So we just want to go ahead and copy that value there in your Zoom client ID environment variable. And then the same thing goes for your client ID, your client secret, excuse me. So after we have those values, we'll go over to the access page and we want to copy our secret token. And this secret token is used to verify events notifications sent by Zoom. So you just want to go over and add that to the Zoom secret environment variable. And the last thing we want to do here is we want to head on over to the service page, and then we're going to scroll down until we get to the team chat subscriptions. I'm going to copy the bot JID, which is needed to send, edit, and delete chatbot messages. So we just go over and add that last variable here. So once we've added all these credentials, we have all we needed to get started with integrating Zoom app and team chat into our Task Manager app. Now we're ready to begin the integration process. Zoom chatbots are great for sending messages, notifications, and task updates. So we're going to go ahead and start by adding functionality to the Add Activity modal. The first thing we'll do is create a TypeScript file. Let's call it chatbots.ts. This file will hold all of the functions needed to interact with the Zoom chatbot API. The first function we'll add is the get team chatbot token function. This function is responsible for retrieving the OAuth access token that your chatbot needs to authenticate with Zoom's API. You'll use your Zoom client ID and secret here. Encode as a basic auth header to request a token from Zoom's OAuth token endpoint. The next, we'll add a helper function called format message. This function takes in the user's activity, message, subtask, and the page location and formats into a clean, readable message for Zoom Team Chat. For example, we'll use bullet points to list each selected subtask on its own line and include a link back to the related ticket. Now, we'll create a function called build message payload. This function is responsible for constructing the payload we'll send to Zoom. Here, we'll make the use of your environment variables such as Zoom bot JID, Zoom account ID, and the two JID and user ID values. Note, in this demo, we're hard coding these values, but in a real world application, you'd want to keep these secure and retrieve them from the webhook payload and secure them or store them securely. Next, we'll add the function send message to Zoom. This function is responsible for making the actual API request to Zoom using the token and payload we prepared earlier. The final function in this file is the server action send team chatbot message. This is the function that triggers when a user submits the form on the task detail page. It gathers the form data, formats the message, builds a payload, and sends the API request all in one place. Now that the backend logic is in place, let's connect it to the front end. On the task detail page, let's first import the send team chatbot message function from the chatbot file. Then we'll use the use action hook we already imported at the top of the file to handle the server action. And we'll add a use effect hook here to handle the redirection after a successful form submission. And finally, on the form element, we'll add our action form action. So now that's it. With this integration, every time I use it as an activity, a beautiful formatted message is sent directly to the Zoom team chat, keeping everyone in the loop. So let's go ahead and check out how this looks in practice. So we'll go over and we'll notice first, let's take note that we don't have any Zoom app installed yet, nor is there any chatbot. So the chatbot should appear here. And this happens during the install. So when we go to sign in, it'll be prompt to log in. And I'm now being asked to grant this app the following permissions. I can hit allow. And we see automatically that Zoom app is installed. Okay, and then we can also, in addition, see that the Zoom app is installed here as well. So if we come over here and we click on the task, and now we go ahead and add an activity, we'll select a couple of subtasks, and let's write a message. Okay, so we hit submit, and we see in the Zoom team chat that we have the message being sent, formatted as we expected, and then we see the subtask, and then we can just click this link and visit the ticket as well. Well, that's it for now. And in our next video, we will walk through integrating with Zoom Team Chat.